Students, in this video we are going to learn the preparation of cost sheet or cost statement. The cost statement consisting of four parts, namely prime cost, work cost, cost of production and cost of goods sold. The main objective of preparation of cost sheet is to find the total cost, which is also called cost of goods sold or cost of sales. First, we are going to learn the components of prime cost. The components of prime cost are three, namely direct material consumed, direct labor and direct wages. First, I am going to show you the format of preparation of prime cost. Yes. The format of prime cost is opening stock of raw material, opening stock of raw materials given in the question, the stock of raw material 47,000. Then add purchase of raw material, add purchase of raw material which is also given in the question, value 2,08,000. Then add expenses on purchase which is includes carriage inwards or carriage on purchase. It may be given, yes, in this question given carriage inwards 8,200. We have to deduct closing stock of raw material. We have to deduct closing stock of raw materials. The value given in the question, closing stock of raw material 50,000. Yes, now we find raw material consumed 47,000 plus 2,08,000 plus 8,200 minus 50,000. So the balancing value 2,13,200. This we consider as raw material consumed or used. Then we have to add direct wages or productive wages or direct labor, which is also given in the question. So production or direct wages or labor value 1,40,000. Then we have to add one more item, direct expenses. In this question, direct expenses are not given, so we'll add this. We'll add raw material consumed, direct wages and direct expenses. We'll get one value that we called prime cost, 3,53,200. This we called prime cost. Now we learned the format of calculation of prime cost. Then we have to find the work cost. So for that we have to add factory overhead. We have to add factory overheads with the prime cost to get work cost. Yes, the factory overhead starts with the opening work in progress. Factory overhead starts with the opening work in progress, ends with the deduction of closing work in progress. Closing work in progress. So if we add factory overhead or works overhead with the prime cost, we'll get work cost. We'll get work cost. We'll get work cost. Then after getting work cost, we have to add office and administration overhead. We have to add office and administration overhead to get cost of production. Office and administration overhead starts with the opening finished stock. Ends with the deduction of closing finished stock. Sometime the sale of scrap is given. It should be deducted along with the closing work in progress. Students, once again, first we have to find prime cost, add factory overhead or works overhead, we'll get work cost. Then we have to add office and administrative overhead with work cost, we'll get cost of production. We'll get cost of production. We'll get cost of production. Office and administrative overhead starts with opening finished stock, then ends with deduction of closing finished stock. Then in office and administrative overhead we have to include office and administration expenses. In factory overhead we have to include the factory expenses. Okay. Then after finding the cost of production, we have to add selling and distribution expenses. Selling and distribution overhead. Selling and distribution overhead will get one value called total cost or cost of sales or cost of goods sold. Yes, now let me complete the problem. Yes, already we have taken opening stock of raw material and closing stock of raw material and material purchased. Now office salary included in office and administration overhead, since it related to the drawing is a work in the factory, so it should be included in factory overhead. Office salaries, drawing is a work of factory, so included in factory overhead, value 9,600. Then counting house salary included in office and administration expenses. Counting house salaries included in office and administration expenses, value 14,000. Then carriage inward already we considered for calculation of raw material consumed. Then carriage outward, it related to the sales, so included in selling and distribution expenses. Carriage outward, carriage outwards, value 5,100. Then cash discount is a financial transaction not to be recorded in cost sheet, so we should ignore. Then bad debts written off is a selling and distribution expenses. 4,700. Then repair to plant and machinery, 10,600 included in factory overhead. Repairs to plant and machinery included in factory overhead, value 10,600. Then rent and rates for factory. So rent and rates for factory included in factory overhead, value 3,000 rupees. Next, rent and rates office. Included in office and administration overhead, office 1,600. Then traveling expenses in relation to sales. Yes, traveling expenses included in selling and distribution overhead. Traveling expenses, value 3,100. Then traveling commission in relation to sales. Value 8,400. Then productive wages already considered. So productive wages included in prime cost, unproductive wages included in factory overhead. Likewise, the direct wages included in prime cost, unproductive wages included in the factory overhead. Then depreciation on plant and machinery included in factory overhead. Depreciation on plant and machinery included in factory overhead, value 7,100. Then depreciation on office furniture included in office and administration overhead. Depreciation on office furniture, value 600 included in office and administration overhead. Then director fee included in office and administration overhead, value 6,000. Then gas water factory used, included in factory overhead, gas water factory, the value 1,500. Likewise, gas water office included in office and administration overhead, value 300. Then general charges included in office and administration overhead, general charges included in office and administration overhead, value 5,000. Then manager salary for 48 hours, 12,000. So manager salary, they paid 12,000 for 48 hours work. Here we have adjustment, of which 40 hours worked for factory, 8 hours worked for office. So the manager salary should be divided. So manager salary they paid 12,000 for 48 hours. So he worked 40 hours for the factory. So 12,000 divided by 48 hours. So we have to calculate for 40 hours salary, that should be included in factory overhead. So the balance 8 hours salary, manager salary totally 12,000 for 48 hours, 8 hours salary included in office and administration. So 12,000 divided by 48 hours multiplied by 8 hours. So 2,000 included in office and administration. If no information in relation to manager salary, it should be fully included in office and administration overhead. Now I recorded all the items in cost sheet. In this problem, opening work in progress and closing work in progress and sale of scrap value are not given. Likewise, the opening finished stock and the closing finished stock also not given. Yes. Now I am going to total the factory overhead or work overhead. So 9,600 plus 10,600 plus 3,000 plus 7,100 plus 1,500 plus 10,000. If we add these, we'll get 41,800. This is called factory overhead or works overhead. If we add this with prime cost, we'll get work cost 3,53,200. 3,53,200. So 3,95,000 is the work cost. Then we have to total the office and administration overhead. So we'll add this 14,000 plus 1,600 plus 600 plus 6,000 plus 300 plus 5,000 plus 2,000. The total of this 29,500. If we add office and administration overhead with work cost, we'll get one value, that is 4,24,500. This we call the cost of production. Then we have to add the selling and distribution expenses, value 5,100, 4,700 plus 3,100 plus 8,400. The total of selling and distribution overhead 21,300. If we add the total of selling and distribution overhead with the cost of production, value 4,24,500, we'll get one value 4,45,800. This we called total cost. This we called total cost or cost of sales or cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. If we cost of goods sold, if we add profit with the cost of goods sold, we'll get sales. Yes, students, we learned the format and preparation of cost sheet. Yes, now I am going to teach you some items which are not included in cost sheet, namely dividend items. It may be dividend paid, proposed dividend or interim dividend, transfer to general reserve, preliminary expenses, discount on issue of shares, then cash discount, the transactions on investments such as purchase of investment, sale of investment, then profit on sale of fixed asset and loss on sale of fixed assets. These items should not be included in cost sheet because all are related to the financial transaction. Students, we completed first problem in relation to cost sheet. In next class we will solve different problem. Till then, bye and thank you.